It is Tuesday, March 31st, 2026, and you guys know what that means. This is the final day of the month, so I do the how much I made in the month of series. It's usually towards the end of the month or the very first day of the next month, but I am going to go over how much I made in my main Robinhood account. Now, keep in mind, this does not include my other various accounts that I have with other brokerages. This doesn't include my secondary account that is on Robinhood, Grievous. This doesn't include my Roth IRA. This is strictly my primary investing brokerage portfolio, whatever you want to call it, the main account in Robinhood. So stay tuned for that. But we also have to go over everything that happened today, which is a whole lot of nothing. Even though it feels like a lot has happened, in reality, nothing has really changed, which is kind of reflected in the market. Like we've been in a downtrend, yes, but a lot of this volatile movement has just been sideways. So we'll have like super green days, then we'll have super red days, and then like today, a super green day. So when you kind of zoom out and get like a bird's eye view of everything, we basically haven't really gone anywhere, but today, at least on paper, we are green. I am up over 4.3%. Well, earlier actually was up 8%, but has given up a lot of its gains, mostly due to Nike, unfortunately. But for the past week, I am down over 5.5%. Past month is almost down 11%. Past 3 months is down almost 36%. Year to date is almost 36%. And then year over year is 48.5%. And then, of course, of all time is over 301%. And if we take a look at the top movers, we got Melly up over 7%, Lemonade over 7%, Circle over 7.5%. So a lot of stocks that have been beaten down are doing very good today. Of course, if we scroll down to crypto, Ethereum is the standout today. I honestly don't really know why Ethereum is outperforming today. Maybe there's some news event that got buried with everything else that's on X and in the news cycle. On the news, if you guys haven't heard, there is talks that this conflict, at least on the American side, will be coming to an end hopefully within 2 weeks. Now, I'm not an expert, but my own personal opinion of it is it's probably not going to end anytime soon. That's just my personal opinion, but my opinion doesn't really matter. I'm not, I'm not in the government. I'm not some guru or insider. So what do I know? But at least for today, we are getting some relief just off of the hopes that this conflict is going to come to an end on the American side. Now, even if this conflict comes to an end, I still don't think energy and oil prices will come down. I know a lot of energy stocks, right? A lot of big oil companies, a lot of exploration companies, midstream companies, refiners, a lot of them have been beaten down today just because of the headlines. But honestly, if a lot of these energy companies just keep hovering around or end up in like a decline, I actually think it's a good opportunity for me to boost up my allocation towards energy. Because as of right now, my biggest position obviously is REPX. It's down over 4.5% today. But I kind of want to diversify a little bit more into the energy sector and not just be super concentrated in one company. Obviously, my main portfolio is going to be super concentrated in REPX, but there are some other oil companies I am eyeing, and I think if oil price or oil stocks just hover around, not really do anything, or get beaten down even more, I think it'll be a good opportunity for me. And the main reason is it doesn't really make sense that these stocks are beaten down. Obviously, conflict in the Middle East potentially increases oil prices, gas prices. So, these stocks will do good. But America pulling out of this conflict doesn't really solve anything when you think about it, right? With the Strait of Hormuz or like the pressure in energy markets or other countries that are very heavily dependent on oil. it doesn't really solve anything for them. Like with us Americans, we're really spoiled because we are energy independent. It wasn't like that, I think like 70s or 80s, but in 2026 we are pretty much energy independent, right? So I would say like the outcome of this conflict doesn't really affect us as much as it affects other countries like in Asia and Europe, etc. But anyways, enough of that. Get to my top swings. As you guys can see, some of them are missing because I did cash out, and I will show you guys my transaction history just a bit. But IGV doing very well, up over 3.5%. So I am happy about that. Melly up over 7%, of course. I really need to scoop up some more Melly before it starts flying past 2K again. Axon is doing okay, 2.87%. Microsoft 3.7% today, amazing. Apple 2.83%, Robinhood 6.6%, Nike, of course, 6.5% down, even after they beat earnings and revenue. It is now below $50 a share, and I want to say the dividend is like 4% now. So a 4% dividend yield on one of the most well-known brands on the planet, a premium brand, right? The company that both the CEO of Nike and the CEO of Apple are both buying with their own money. The company that gets put in the same category as Apple and Disney, right? That type of company is now below $50. It's almost at a 4% dividend yield. And even after beating revenue and earnings expectations, they still went down. So pretty interesting. If I didn't already have 805 shares of Nike, I would definitely be buying more today. But I do have 805 shares, unfortunately, at a higher cost basis. But man, I might actually consider selling some more puts on Nike at like a 45 strike. Now, obviously, the premiums haven't updated, so I'm not even going to waste time looking at them. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow I'm going to be looking at some Nike option premiums, see where they're trading, maybe some 45 strikes, but I don't know. Like I said, I already have 800 shares of Nike, so I might take a chill pill. But wow, I could sell some puts on Nike at an even lower cost basis and then possibly get like a 5% dividend yield on cost on Nike, which is incredible. But yeah, Nike has dragged down my portfolio a bit today. And if we take a look at the rest of my top 10, REPX, of course, it's an energy company going down, but Palantir up almost 7% today. But you would think that Palantir would go down with the news of, de-escalation. But like I said, I don't think this conflict is going to end anytime soon. Even if America pulls out, I still think the rest of the world is going to be joining in. And also Palantir, I believe, is in the IGV ETF, the software ETF, and it's had a great day today. So, by proxy, Palantir will do good. But SoFi up over 5%. I think it's still at like $15, $16 a share. Yeah, $16 a share, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think Anthony Noto's still buying. So Sprout's not really doing much today. Obviously, it's a flight to safety type of stock. Today's a risk on day, so it makes sense. Lemonade up over 7%. American Express up over 2%. Take a look at some smaller positions of mine. Some standouts: Shopify, Norwegian Cruise, Royal Caribbean, Nubank. Great day-to-day all around for these stocks. We take a look at my updated transaction history. I did go ahead and sell my little one share of Reddit that I did buy. So yesterday I did buy one share of Reddit, and then today I just went ahead and sold my cost basis out of it, and then I did an asset transfer, putting it into my second portfolio, my secondary account. So just slowly, little by little, fractional share at a time, I'm trading my way into Reddit. Same thing for KALU. I had a great day today, so I just decided to just pull out my cost basis on it. So I mean, I didn't fully pull it out, but 582.5, and then I pulled out 580.99. So it is what it is. I did buy the dip on Nike just a little bit at 47.97, and then I got my Pepsi dividend that basically paid for my Nike buy. But tomorrow, first day of the month, April Fool's Day, I will be getting a nice Nike dividend. So it doesn't cover the huge drop of today, but it is something. Now, as for how much I made in the month of March 2026, it wasn't as much as the previous month. So last month I made 820, and I've been trying to hit my goal of $1,000 per month consistently through my trading and dividends, the profits of it. But I'm almost there. Right, last month I got 820, and obviously I've had some months that were just bangers, right? I would have $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 for that one month, but it would be an outlier, right? Instead of consistent. So I'm in the process of smoothing out my month over month cash flow. So I am almost there, almost at $1,000 per month consistently. As you guys can see, my dividends have been going up as well. And obviously my margin has also jumped up a little bit, but I think it's in like a leveling period, if that makes any sense. Now, as for my website, which is currently the only way you guys can support me, unfortunately I had no super chats. So when it comes to my monthly income from super chats and whatnot, my website, unfortunately it's zero, but it is what it is. Still gonna keep grinding. I am still working on those short videos that I promised you guys, the ticker series. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that was the month of March 2026.